Stupid giraffes.
That's why he's...
You can't trust giraffes.
No. You know what? I'm going to start on that one. I started there.
Okay.
I want to leave people questioning what the hell we were talking about. So thank you for coming to podcast 19, I believe, of the Stupid Question, Stupid Answer podcast, where we just really all we do is talk a bunch of crap for an hour. So starting from your left here, we got
John.
And I'm Kyle.
I'm Andrew.
Simon, the professional mutineer.
Mutineer?
The professional mutineer.
Who pays you to mutiny?
Is it the Russians?
No. I understand maybe paying somebody to be a mutineer, kind of like a spy. But the fact that you yourself keep getting rehired is amazing.
And I say, hey, isn't the captain kind of smelly? And they'd be like, yeah, he is. And then like, we should mutiny. And they're like, wow, you're so handsome and cool. I think, and then that's why people pay me the big bucks to
it sounds
mutiny on ships.
It sounds like you're the precursor for a union.
Man, you're really pretty. We should listen to you.
Yeah, that's
overthrow.
That's how the world works.
Hey, mutiny.
Just someone who isn't like 45 years into scurvy trying to survive on the belly of a ship. Or just like, maybe you should be asking for workers' comp. And they're just like, can we do that?
It's like, yes, I've brought the forms. You got to be professional.
It's the law.
Yeah.
So many X's just in every single.
How forge those signatures? It's
I
fun.
want to see you walking on the ship with like a full suit and a briefcase.
Wait a second. How do you forge a signature if the signature is an X?
Yeah, you got to like look at their X's and like it's
a different flair.
It's an art craft.
Yeah, it's different. There's different flair.
Professional.
Okay.
Half the
I
crew.
defer to your professional
Thank you.
expertise.
See, you have to understand though. Throughout the crew, there is a variable amount of drunk, and so the more drunk you are, the more hard it is to get a signature to look the right way. So,
or
he's a master at drunk writing.
That's not an X. That's a T.
That's a plus. That's a duck.
You drew a photorealistic image of yourself.
Amazing.
That's how the
I went to art school, but now I'm here.
Mutineering for a living is rough work.
That's how the
goes bad. It's not good.
That's how the hidden treasure started. He just got really drunk and we're just drawing X's on random stuff, and he's drawing on a map, and somebody's like,
"Oh, that's how they made Treasure Planet, the animated film."
Yeah, Michael was in there.
Yeah,
Wait,
he was in there.
They got drunk and started drawing X's, and wait, if you flip them, flip. It's a movie.
It's a movie.
He's a mutineer consultant.
Yes.
Oh, so wait, like he does this like from his house with only like half a suit on?
Yeah, it's a Zoom.
Oh, it's a Zoom mutineering.
It's all like 16th century pirate ships, and you just kind of ring them up. Like, hello, is this Blackbeard? And like, arg, it is. Yes, your crew would like you to know that they hate you.
Anyways, that went on a little bit. So
we could talk about that forever. I'm good with that.
But we each bring a topic to the table to discuss. So John, what was yours topic? Yours.
So kind of a big brain thing, but you've got a teleportation button, only it's just half of it. You already have like the person being scanned, but whenever you press this button, Jerry just materializes in front of you.
Just Jerry.
Yeah, it's Jerry. But it's always the same Jerry, kind of locked in the same point of time.
Can I pretend it's the Jerry from Parks and Recreation?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, that works.
He always just reappears, just same mental state. It's an exact copy. Is he worth less than the average human? So, like, is his life worth less? Because, if he dies, another Jerry, just press the button.
So when I hit the button, again, he dies?
No, you hit the button and you just get another Jerry.
And you keep eating more.
Yeah. So, every time you hit the button, it's just, here's another Jerry.
What's this cost?
Is he a virus? No, wait. Actually, that's a good question because at that point, is he technically a virus?
Why would he be a virus?
I'm Mr. Jerry. Look at me.
Yes.
Mr. Jerry.
Kind of a Meeseeks.
It'd be like that one vault in Fallout 3 where he's like, Gary, but instead it's a Jerry.
Except he's relatively sane.
Can he
for now.
Can he speak?
Yeah, he's just a guy.
What are his talents?
Same as Jerry.
He can juggle.
Oh,
Like,
I don't know if that's a very useful talent, though.
Okay, so every time I hit it, I get a new Jerry.
Yeah.
Yes.
Every single time.
The exact same Jerry.
So I can get multiple of these Jerrys.
Yeah, like every time you press the button, he takes 2 steps forward and says that was weird.
Okay, so I'm gonna rob a bank,
With Jerry?
and I'm gonna dress up as Jerry.
But
Wait, you're gonna dress up as Jerry?
Yes,
Why
I'm gonna
would
hit the button a bunch, and then they're not gonna know who to arrest.
But why,
we could make an army of Jerrys.
But why would the Jerrys follow? Is there sentient
follow
beings?
you?
Why would they follow you?
No, they don't need to follow me. You leave them in the bank.
Wait, the teleport. Actually, he did say say teleportation, so that is true. If you just leave him in the bank,
Okay, he would have no idea what's going on.
Jerry.
Or just put one in there, and then you leave, and everybody's gonna go for that Jerry.
so
It's perfect. Or like if you're being shot at by somebody, you can like just make a bunch of Jerrys, or just like stand in a cliff and hit the button. And
Jerry.
Just instant crowd.
Did you just make Jerry body armor?
Yeah.
Yes.
wait a minute. If I try to destroy this Jerry, will he try to destroy me?
Yes.
It's
He's a person.
it's called
So I'm
kind of. That's what we're trying to determine.
yeah.
it's called Jevlar.
It's called Kevlar.
Tech solely against Jerry's.
God, no, that's awful. Poor Jerry.
No, not poor Jerry. He's just going to kill you, steal your button, create an army of Jerrys that are all of a single mind,
Yeah,
and
and-
take over the world.
And who's going to
actually,
help
yeah.
them?
Why
mutiny?
would he?
Well,
Why wouldn't he? I'd do that.
If you could create an infinite number of
that's not even a question. He totally would.
Yeah, no, the world would end, and it would just be the ever reigning.
No,
empire.
you'd all kill
Literally-
each other for the one derpy.
It would be.
We wouldn't just start a derpy factory. That we would round up the prisoners and force them to make derpy plushies.
You don't need to
for
round
us.
up prisoners.
It
Just
would-
make more Jerrys.
If you,
Yes.
No, I can't make more of me because I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
I want to make somebody else do it.
You're going to make a lot of you, and you're going to be all lazy.
Yeah,
yeah.
Wait, how are you going to take over the world if you're all lazy?
we're gonna it's gonna be in steps. We're gonna we're gonna take 4-day weekends. We'll get it done, and we have infinite of
I mean, at some point, you'll become the only labor force.
No, we'll
available.
we'll capture people. It'll be fine.
Oh,
How are you
Lead
going to
them.
capture people? That's a lot of work.
I can box them in or something. I don't know.
I'm just
I'll
imagining.
figure it out.
You'll delegate your world
Yeah.
conquest.
Do you remember World War Z, the movie, where they're all the zombies are piling themselves up to the wall to climb over each other's dead corpses?
None of
to
the
get up there?
Jerrys wants to be the Jerry on the bottom.
Well, Michael would totally though.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if there's derpies on the other side of that wall.
Yeah, that's it.
you are a people pleaser, and you are a people, so you would.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would definitely do it. I could see
Figure it
not Daisy, World War Z.
I want to just see how some of that conversation would go with Jerry. Like hit the button. He's like, I don't know what happened, but you're in slavery now. You're just selling Jerry's off, and then
my
just
God.
keep popping up, and
That'd
it
be a
never gets old.
fantastic business, though.
Yeah, you never get or you solved world hunger.
I don't like
This
that.
isn't
I
a
don't
human.
Like,
This
I
is-
don't like.
this is
that
Jerry.
one.
This is Jerry. It's
all world hunger.
Jerry brand hamburgers and Jerry brand vegan hamburgers.
No, definitely. This
Vegan Jerry.
He's not.
This
person.
is when the Soylent machine.
He's
comes
still
into
an
play.
animal.
I know. You just put the button at the top of the catwalk into the vat, and then you just keep hitting the button. You don't even have to do it. You just have a machine do it for
But
you.
at some point, there's going to be somebody who's going to be like, "Wait a minute, what is this drink made out of?" And then he's going to walk to the end of the gangplank, and he's going to be like, "Don't you understand?" As he's been carried away by all the other Jerry's. It's you. It's Jerry's.
It's all Jerry's, but it's a much cheaper outcome. So
Well, I think since the conversation has devolved into how we can eat this subhuman creature, yes, his value as a human is less than the average person.
So
I mean, yes.
I want just a whole television channel that is like the Truman Show that just is watching the catwalk that he jumps off to, and the button is constantly hit by one of those ducks that just kind of goes and it hits the button, and then he keeps saying it, and it's just that for 24 hours a day. Double dip on the profits.
Oh, you're right.
wow.
Yeah, but it would just be like watching the log burning. It would be the same thing 24 hours a day.
Every now and then you just
They'd
you
also
do
say
something
the
funny.
same word.
You
too.
throw Michael in the mix.
Oh, yeah, or you find you find the equivalent Sally button, and then
I
there's only one Jerry button.
I also like how we've been trying to get away from cannibalism, and then Argo brings up, yeah, you could make him a juice mix.
Oh well, not this podcast.
I mean, cannibalism is such an interesting topic. That
No.
If you drink a person, it's not eating them. So is it cannibalism?
I mean, to be honest, there's a lot of literature on the topic, so we should, it's just a normal human thing.
I'm getting this feeling Kyle spends a lot of time reading that literature. I should be worried.
I like watching the movie over and over again. It's not my fault.
I'm just imagining like a meat diagram where it's like, here's the shoulder and the flank, but it's Michael.
Yeah, that would be problematic.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Kyle, what was your question?
Definitely not as interesting as that last one.
Well, that's what we turned it into.
Yeah.
So my thought is that there's like a lot of hip new lingo nowadays with the youth.
Like square and tubular.
I like how
Like square and tubular.
I like how to him, you are the person with the hip lingo.
That is exactly
He
correct.
is the young one.
Yes.
But
I mean, look
Kyle?
at his face. It's just a baby face. No beard.
Exactly. Look at
A mustache.
Yeah, and they could be father and son.
Yes. But my question is that like nowadays, like you got Twitch kids, Gen Zers, they're all idiots. It's fine. But like they have their own language, which is not real language. But like they go like sheesh, and
That's
they go
on
like,
fleek.
and they go yeah, exactly. That's on fleek. Like what is the next new hip word?
I'm just taking a moment to enjoy Kyle thinking he's the old man. Like the kids these days.
Yeah, but like
4-year-olds.
But what is the new word? Like what? Like we got sheesh, we got mold, and we got like all kinds of other Twitch things.
Malls.
What?
The mauled.
What's
It's like,
called?
So mad that you go bald.
yeah, so mad that you go bald.
And when did this start?
It's the new thing.
What's new? I've never heard this phrase.
Wait, it's obviously far out of your old man brain.
You're too old for this.
So,
Okay.
so obviously Michael doesn't know. But like, what would your new slang word be, Michael?
Rad.
No, that's old news.
I know, but it's Michael.
That's,
It's new.
that's fleek. That's chic.
It's Michael's new word. That's hard. 'Cause
Yeah.
A lot of the words are just like, I think a lot of the words over time have started just coming down to like smooth brainness.
Yeah.
So eventually the next word is going to be like,
Wow. This is so much shade being thrown at young people. You guys are really becoming old.
I know. And you know what? Now I understand why the old people are mad at me.
Now I understand.
Okay, Zoomer.
It's okay, Zoomer.
I don't even have a lawn, but I want to tell the kids
Like,
to get off of it.
I don't understand
Well, like,
how
that's a legit concern.
mold comes up in a topic.
How did you manage that?
Wow, that is literally 100% head.
What did you
That's a completely different topic.
There's a lot of sugar.
Wow,
in
that was a
in that
terrible
drink.
beer pour. What happened?
Oh, it combined with the cider.
Yeah.
Oh.
But in terms of
Try some.
fresh new lingo,
Yeah, what is the fresh new lingo?
Well, you just got to merge words together. That's what
no
apparently.
frack.
I like frack.
Yeah.
I like frack.
That fracking new stuff.
Well, no,
feels like an old man.
it can't be a useful word instead of the other word.
No, it's
you
got to
have
be useful.
it has to make no sense. No ties, just words.
Wow.
A spurred.
A spurred.
Yeah.
I like it. What does it mean?
Shitty bird.
You're a shitty bird.
Shitty bird.
Wait,
You know what? I like it actually.
it sounds sexist.
It actually sounds like somebody.
Only if you think about it. I was thinking about actual birds being assholes.
No,
Okay.
it sounds like somebody who's on Twitter. A spurred. You're a shitty bird person.
Yeah.
Because everybody on Twitter is a bird person.
Yes.
Yeah,
Well,
because they're
that's
sending
it.
out
Yeah,
tweets that don't matter. You're a spurred.
Well, you're going to be able to edit them now soon.
Hey, you got bad tweets. Wait,
I,
making lots of noise.
I need some of that before you
Here,
blink,
use it
blink,
all.
shit. Yeah.
There you go.
Argo.
What's your
You
word?
need a
Argo?
word.
You can't just make me come up with words.
Yes, I can.
Grok.
You make me come up with all kinds of crap on this thing.
McFace. No, McFace. That's a good name for a bad internet word.
Mickey McFace.
Whackface?
No, McFace, like Bodie McBoatface.
It sounds like a 1920s put down. You got a McFace.
Now we're getting back into racism. You got a face on a Mac.
I like how everything from the 1920s has to be spoken in like a Chicago accent.
you gotta have a mixed face there.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
Top of the world.
But it's not even like Chicagoanian. It's just kind of like vaguely Italian racist. Like it's great.
I feel like I got to wave a finger when doing it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like this. It's like you
Or no, that's
can't
not
control
It's
it.
not Italian, I guess. What would it be?
I'm not going
Kind
to
of
help you with
Italian.
this.
Gangster.
Gangster. Well, it was
Sky.
Italian. It would be Italian, I guess.
I'm going to go with Woobaloo.
Woobaloo? What's it mean?
I can't talk about it on here.
That's
Oh,
fair.
okay.
That's fair.
Oh my, it's very
It's
explicit.
it's for the children.
It's for the children.
Yeah.
but you
It's,
can't-
it's
but
like squanch. You don't define it because it's too dirty. Yeah.
Oh, you did.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the kids say it because they saw it on some TikToks.
Yeah. It's like wubba lubba dub dub.
See, I would have thought a really good term would have been like tickers, which would have been for TikTokers.
No, that's talkers. Or is that
Yeah.
just TikTokers?
It's just they're called
Just
tickers.
for ticks?
Or
They're called
degenerates?
tickers.
Ticks are for
Talking
talk.
They're called degenerates.
Yes.
Yes, the new word is degenerate.
I can say that because I'm not on TikTok.
That's
how it works.
Nobody is here.
I barely know what TikTok is.
I have a TikTok account and I went on there to report somebody for stealing my content, and that's it.
I don't even have that much.
Because I have a lot of stuff stolen on there. But
TikTok. It's the app that tells you exactly the date and time when you die. TikTok.
I like that.
I don't get
Sounds useful.
I don't get TikTok from the creator's standpoint because at least like with YouTube, there's a way to monetize things and a lot of other ones. But with TikTok, there's literally no monetization platform unless you can advertise for a company within the thing. And only those are the big people. So I feel like the people are only doing it because they want to be popular,
Yes.
Practice.
Yes.
which feels like, I don't know.
Well,
Wanna be popular.
TikTok in general is just like
That's the Zoomer thing, though.
Yeah, it's super like narcissistic vanity thing. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know.
That's just the internet these days.
TikTok is like not as good Vine. I miss Vine.
Vine was really good.
Vine
Was really good.
Which TikTok can kind of do, but then TikTok also has the much longer videos, which offset that. The reason I like Vine was small, condensed, good content.
Like Twitter.
Well, Twitter actually has almost all the same.
Small, condensed.
Small.
But then they doubled its length.
Oh.
And then politics got involved, and it just got weird.
No, it didn't get involved afterwards. It was always there.
It's becoming Tumblr.
It definitely is becoming Tumblr.
Tumblr's still alive.
No, it's not. It's
I
dead.
believe it's Tumblr.
Definitely dead.
Clap your hands.
There are ass plugs that are going to die if you don't clap.
Please clap.
I hope somewhere in existence there was a single showing of Peter Pan where nobody in the audience clapped. It's like, no, we want to watch her die.
And I'd like
She's
to see
going
the
down.
play just ends. Like the little light that's supposed to be the fairy goes out, then all the stage lights go out. Then it's like that for like 5 minutes. Then the house lights come up, and everyone has to leave.
Somebody comes out in spotlight on the stage, and I was like, "You guys are pieces of shit. You need to get out of here. That's it. You did this.
You wanted to die.
I would be surprised. If because of that, they actually have like a clap track that goes in the background.
That's cheating.
I know it's
That's like
cheating.
life support for fairies.
Get the clap machine, and it's just a pair of arms on a stick.
They're inside the hospital, and then they got her hooked up to the machine, but instead of beep, it goes clap, clap, clap. Clap, clap, clap.
You have to believe.
Like we're very sorry. We're gonna have to.
She needs 30 epinephrines of clap.
She's brain dead. We can't get her back. And they're just like, no, don't unhook the machine. They're like, we're sorry.
No,
and then it unhooks the machine, and it has the down.
No more happy thoughts.
No more happy thoughts.
Okay, let's change topics on that one.
Dead fairies.
So my topic was to bring up. So you remember that old game show where they had like the supermarket spree thing where you would get the cart and you would have to run through the aisles.
Sweep.
The supermarket
Betty.
sweep. Yeah, Betty. I think I don't know if Betty White was on there.
Betty,
but-
no, not Betty White, but it was
yeah.
an old woman named Betty.
Yeah.
So Betty White.
Okay, just some random one. Betty. Okay.
We saw that show once.
Yes.
And Kyle remembers one of the names of the contestants.
And Susan. It was Susan.
Yes, Betty
Anyway.
and Susan. So two of the names of the contestants that at one time appeared on this game show
Yes.
from the
Like
60s.
50 years ago. So,
Yeah, from the 60s.
But that was always a fun show because of like running through the aisles and stuff. And so my thought was, what other medium would you want to see that same premise be put into on anything?
Snatch and grab?
Yeah, like where they have a timer, they hit the timer, and they have to go and do the bunch of things like running down aisles. Like, to me, a horror movie would be great. And they're like, and go, and he's just running by, and he's just like,
I want to
I have
see
the perfect one.
a real life Grand Theft Auto where you try to see how many stars you can get. You start with a carjacking. You start doing as much property damage with that car as you can. You have 60 seconds to get 5 stars, and if you don't, you go to jail. But if you do, you get $2 million.
That sounds like the perfect movie for like an Arnold Schwarzenegger from the 1980s.
Yeah.
That's
like
perfect.
Brewster's Millions, except with armed robbery.
It sounds like Rollerball, but without the arena.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thunderbolt.
but like I want to see that. Like every time it starts with a guy with like that microphone that's the really wrong stick with the small little ball at the end.
Yeah.
And he's always like, "Are you ready?" And he's like, "Yeah." And then just like it's like just a hallway full of like people shooting, and he's just running through, and then like falls over.
The timer will start when you deck me in the face.
But I'm thinking, like anything out there, what could you fill that game show with?
I definitely would go with like an IKEA thing, but they have to assemble it while they're there.
How many beds can you lay in an IKEA?
Exactly.
How many toilets can you poop in?
No. But like you go and pick out your products, you're like, oh my god. But then you can only bring home the ones that you assemble within the time.
How much time would you have?
It wouldn't. Yeah,
Because it couldn't
be long.
It couldn't be 60 seconds because you can't build anything from IKEA.
It would be like an hour, but you'd be seeing somebody put together like an IKEA bed, like an end table or two, and then like maybe a desk. But like they would have to pick out all these things. They're heavy, and you got to find them because they're not in the right spots because the IKEA stuff is not really well put together.
Yeah, so you've got the Fjord and you've got the Bjork.
Yeah, and then like you don't understand their language because it's technically gibberish. So you're trying to find all these things, and then you put them all on the pallet, and you're like, "This is my thing," and they're like, "Oh, wait a minute, no, you got to build them," and then you have to rip it open like a zombie.
What would
going
make it
into a
even
dead
better
corpse.
is if you don't pick it based off of the IKEA store, you have to pick it by name and then put it together without instructions.
Oh no!
How do you put together a Bjork
without the correct hardware because they put the wrong hardware packet in it?
You get one Allen wrench.
You one Allen wrench.
They can put it all together.
Yes.
Yep.
That's all you need.
Exactly. As long as you put it together, you're good.
Universal Allen wrench. It's like a Swiss Army Allen.
Yep. The expendable Allen wrench.
I had a thought and I tried to have a different thought, but then my brain got stuck on the thought and that makes me sad. But like a puppy pound.
What? How many puppies you can stuff in a bag in a minute?
It's like how many puppies you can euthanize.
How is that?
Like,
What?
You can win $1 million. It's just like, please no. You have 8 more to go. only 8 minutes.
But my needle,
You have 8 more to go. Wow.
You're just crying though.
That is the most fucked up thing I think I've ever heard.
Silver in chat that's listening says, "Oh my fucking god, canceled."
What?
That's all I can think of. And it made me so sad.
It does kind of stick in your head.
Yeah.
My glasses are fogging up.
Oh my
It's from all the dead puppies.
How many puppies can you murder in a minute is an image that sticks with you.
Somebody has to do it.
No one should. If anyone's doing it, they should go to jail.
God.
It's called a pound. It's a puppy pound.
Oh my god.
What do these puppies do to get sent to a pound?
I don't know.
You don't have like a puppy mauling someone and then having to be put down. They barely know how to walk and you're murdering them.
I'm not doing it. The contestant is.
Oh yes, the guy that you offered $1 million to do it. He's the one.
Yeah, that's how they got rid of them. The population of dogs in pounds dropped significantly, but then they hit the limit and they're like, oh crap, the show's really successful. So they started buying dogs.
No,
You can't do this.
Even better. They just do it behind the scenes and here's the mill out back where we're pumping them out.
Oh god.
You're not supposed to be making them intentionally to go to the pound.
How else do you
started this?
get all of this?
But this
carnival
popular
of
TV
horror.
show.
Great dogs all the time.
Popular TV
They're not
show.
puppies. You're not finding puppies wandering around in a
God.
All right, so I think what Michael actually meant to say was that how many can you hug
Yes.
Yes.
No,
Hugging.
no. This is
Hugging
from
the
the guy
puppies.
who had the dog that you were murdering in Monster Hunter for a solid 15 minutes.
I did ask him to make that. He just made it weird.
That's true.
You just wanted family-friendly dog murder.
Yes.
I'm like,
It's like it's like killing Airbud, and it was awful.
well, okay, so that was kind of our fault. So he did a mod in Monster Hunter that replaced Rathian with a dog sounds. But he made it so that whenever the dog got to put up, or
Got hit.
dog, whenever Rathian was put on the ground, she would whine. Problem is that we put her on an easier difficulty, and we just kept knocking her down, so she was on the
Over
ground the whole time.
and over
So it was
and
just
over.
constant whining of you beating on the dog.
And we
like,
could, like, I was like crying, like I was straight up having an emotional, like that was what I was heading. I had it casted to my TV with my little Steam Deck thing, or not my Steam Deck, but my Steam
Steam Link.
Steam Link, whatever
Steam Link.
Steam Link. But I had it casted to my TV, and it's like in glorious 4K, dog whining, just beating the ever living shit out of Rathian. It's like, no, please
It's like
don't
the
do
elephant
this. Yeah, it was awful.
from It Takes Two.
oh yeah, the elephant takes 6
Awful.
too. Me and Mike were
Spoilers.
playing that.
Oh, yes.
Well, that game is surprisingly dark at times. So
Yes.
Michael is surprisingly dark at times.
Yes.
yes, Michael's been canceled. So we're gonna skip your
fine.
question, Michael.
For all
Yeah.
that's fine.
No, well, okay. What is your question? But if it has to do with death or murder,
Well, I can't say that it doesn't.
Can you
Look, my question that I came up with, it's another big brain question, just like yours, John. Is Frankenstein and I think I'm going to pronounce this wrong, an Isekai?
Isekai?
Yeah.
Lisa Kai?
You mean where he gets hit by a bus and gets sent to a different universe?
Well, like it's brought to a. The whole premise, as far as I read, is that you wake up in a new place and you're like the protagonist who's stronger than everybody else, and you can show everybody else up.
Yeah.
Is that Frankenstein?
No.
Because he wakes up in a new place. He's super strong.
Wait, are we talking about the movie or the book?
We're talking about like Frankenstein the book with the monster. He comes to life and
He
like
comes to life, he doesn't
He's-
know human language and has to live in a pigsty for a
Yeah,
year
but-
to
but it's
learn.
from a brain from somebody, right?
Yes, that's
So you
been
got-
in the ground for
Yes.
a couple
So he
days.
comes to this new place, new body, strong as all heck.
No memories
Wondering-
of his past life and no harem
You don't
to
know
comfort
that.
him.
Well, maybe he's missing the harem. He does get the bride later.
No, the whole, if we're going off the book, he kills people because he doesn't get the bride, and then he dies
Yes.
alone in Antarctica.
Yeah, but
Yep.
he's still stronger than everybody.
well, I think that you could make an
the
anime.
most. I mean, that's the
Yes.
most non-isekai I think I've ever heard. But I mean, like, we can go with it. Sure, why not?
It's like negative isekai. Yeah, you don't get hit by a bus. You just kind of die, and then you wake up alone and really ugly, and then have to live in mud for a year.
Like
while
Nothing
you
said
relearn
he
how
was
to.
ugly.
But you've seen.
He's got scars all over his face.
stitched
and
together
everyone's saying he's a
corpse.
monster.
I
The guy who built him screamed at how ugly he was and then kicked him out.
Herman Monster was a beautiful man.
Okay, we're going from the novelization of Frankenstein to Herman Munster.
He was
I
also
think there's a little bit of a jump here.
he was also a Frankenstein's monster.
He had a wife.
Yeah, the bride.
Yeah. No.
So wait, is he
no,
the-
what's
Is that the Ichigai?
no? He was married to a vampire.
Yeah.
That's not the Bride of Frankenstein.
No, it's his bride.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, but that's the Bride of Herman Munster.
Are they not the same? Is Herman Munster not Frankenstein's monster?
Not the book.
Well, I think he had lots of women in his life and lived many lives.
The answer is
He
no.
was a player before
It's
he
I don't-
before he got married.
I don't think the original
tied
is,
down.
but I can see Japan adopting it.
Yeah.
And like suddenly, like he
Yes.
wakes up as Frankenstein, and then like, ooh, Frankenstein pie.
They actually did adopt it, except Frankenstein was an anime girl.
That's not
That
more
makes
realistic.
that kind of makes
That's
sense.
Japan. Was she
And I
like
can see what it would look like in my head.
I can actually too.
Yeah, it's wrong.
just bolts in her neck and a scar
is
on
that,
her forehead, but beyond that, she's short.
Very limited clothing. It's all torn up.
Yeah.
What's that movie where they have the dodging bullets?
Matrix.
Matrix.
No.
Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
No.
Wow.
It's
We were
an
wrong.
anime, but it's like zombie high maybe.
Everyone is dead.
What's the one where they're
all dead?
What's the one where they're like? I have seen literally 4 seconds of it, but it's their gigantic
IP Man.
It's their gigantic boobs dodging bullets.
Well, this is escalating. Yeah.
So Frankenstein boobs dodging bullets with the anime. Japan the movie.
Japan the movie.
That's what you just described.
High School of the Dead.
High School of the Dead. Thank you.
Nolan said in chat there.
Thank you.
Oh God! Then they posted a video of it too.
Wait,
This is the best.
they've got
There it is.
boobs.
Okay, but
It's so
We
good.
have bullet boobs. now.
It's so good.
anyways, that's
Oh.
okay. Thank you, Nolan. Or
Thank you,
that's
Nolan.
Silver. Thank you,
Silver. Thank
Silver.
you,
So
Silver.
having that in the chat to us to look at for the next however long.
Yes.
Okay, so I think the consensus is no, but
No.
What about Planet of the Apes?
no.
No, you had your question, Michael.
Wait, no. Planet of the Apes is an isekai.
Yes.
Because he wakes up in a strange world where he's the only human.
Yes.
And he has knowledge that no one else has. And then he gets with a monkey girl.
He does get with the monkey girl.
That actually is an isekai. Yeah,
Yeah.
that one maybe I'll say.
Damn it,
Planet of the
okay,
Apes.
So
right.
that one
I'll give it.
that
it
works because I
it's
was tossing it up between the two.
7 out of 10. Frankenstein. There is not enough precursor information to state.
Well, he was dead.
Well, yeah, he was, but is it
Yeah.
the same person?
No,
Well, it's the brain.
he's
yeah.
got no memories.
You don't know that. He just doesn't talk.
How do you, but now you're we don't. You're saying we don't know it, but then you're implying that there's information there that they would.
And the two examples you brought up were the novel and Herman Munster. And they both talk, Michael. Herman Munster talks.
Yeah. Same guy.
We need to move on. Something else.
Michael had a stroke again. All right, so for the next part here, I'm actually going to make John happy,
Oh, there's no
and
trivia.
we're going to do regular trivia. But it is kind of still weird trivia.
Invisible elves?
I looked up weird trivia, and that was actually much easier than doing real trivia, or like, I guess I want to say real trivia. But so the idea with this is it's 2-second trivia. So I give them 2 seconds, and they will hear a noise at 2 seconds. I'm going to turn that up a little bit. And that noise is going to indicate 2 seconds have passed.
Before we start, do any of the questions involve rennet or any other part of the cheese making process?
No.
Okay.
That's unfortunate.
I gave you a spoiler.
Yeah.
But so the idea though is that they have 2 seconds to answer. They have to answer. If they don't, they get no points. If they say anything, they get a point, and if they get it right, they get 2 points. We don't actually keep track of the points, but it's just meant to be say anything that comes out of your head.
Except cheese, because we know that's wrong.
Okay. Oh, sure. I guess.
right.
That maybe. I don't know. I can't remember.
You just
So,
said that cheese isn't involved.
I made these like 4 hours ago. I can't remember that far back.
Okay, I might say cheese then.
Okay, that's fine. But I do have your first question, John. So, ancient Romans boiled vinegar and what to make an energy drink?
Cheese.
That was-
You saw this coming.
I did telegraph that. pretty-
what kind of cheese?
No, it wasn't Swiss because Switzerland wasn't invented yet. It was.
They invented Switzerland.
I mean, technically.
Yeah,
I've got the Swiss patent.
Yeah, it was full of holes. They hadn't invented holes in cheese yet. I mean, nothing was holy yet because Christianity wasn't invented either.
That's also true.
Yeah, so
Was Swiss cheese invented in Switzerland?
well, where else would it be
Yeah,
invented?
where would a Swiss cheese
I don't
come
know.
from?
Like, apparently, I just learned that a Caesar salad was based out of Mexico.
Well,
So-
that's for Cesar Chavez.
Yeah. So, like, you know, there's things like that. So,
Yeah, but there's no like Swiss Chavez.
I mean, that's a family of cheese.
I mean, you can culturally appropriate Rome all you want because they just took whatever they want and screw them. But Switzerland, they keep to themselves. They're quiet. Everyone has a bunker and a gun, and if you invade them, you're gonna die. That's why no one's done it. They've also got your money. But the energy drink of cheese and vinegar, yeah, it wakes you up.
well, this actually has a real answer, though. So, it is goat poop.
yeah, cheese, goat cheese.
No, I don't think the cheese
That's
comes
not
out
the same end.
It's not butt cheese.
Oh,
It's not the
I
same
was
thing.
close.
It's well, kind of.
it comes out of a goat.
It does.
It comes out of a goat, and you let it rot.
Yeah.
No.
Ferment is not.
Oh.
Well, it's not.
It's a form of rotting.
Kind of not really.
Anyways, Kyle, I have your question.
Mm-hmm.
What was banned in Indonesia for stimulating passion?
Brie.
Brie? Is it just more cheese?
Yes.
Passionate cheese?
Yes.
Like.
Well, brie is easily spreadable, so.
Yeah, it gets all over it.
It's no monster.
Every nook and
Herman
cranny.
monster.
As no monster.
Well, at least you were actually pretty close. It's hula hoops.
Oh.
They are
Yes.
sexy.
Wait, what was the question again?
What stimulates stuff in Indonesia?
Yeah, what was banned in
But
Indonesia?
hula hoops.
They were
Yeah,
too sexy.
Because it's
It was 'cause
like
of the hips.
Elvis with
It was
the
the hips.
gyrating hips.
Yeah, it was
all
the
the
hips.
hip action.
Did Elvis ever
Understandable.
use a hula hoop?
I hope so.
Because he's like pantomiming hula hoop.
A little bit.
Okay, Michael,
Yeah.
I'm believing in you.
No.
In Florida, it's illegal for unmarried women to do what on Sundays?
Eat cheese.
No, it's make cheese.
Oh, thank you, John. It's make cheese.
You know what? I don't even give you the right answer. No, it's skydive.
Oh, man.
On
Oh,
Sundays?
because you're strapped to the front of a muscular man who spends all of his time in planes?
I don't know, but apparently it's rarely, if ever, enforced. So,
Well,
but
jazz was
Well, I would assume
outlawed in Louisiana high schools until this year.
Jazz?
It was illegal to teach jazz in Louisiana in high school until the law was repealed this year.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that.
Weird.
It was not enforced
there's some
I
weird
know.
laws.
because it led to miscegenation and it was corrupting the youths.
Actually, that's fair.
When I was
Probably
getting a lot of
was.
these questions, the amount,
fair.
the two biggest ones were certain phobias or weird laws. Is what I skipped a lot of
Yeah,
those.
Yeah.
But John, I have your next question.
Kyle's was a weird law. And so is Michael's.
Yeah, well, yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I took some of that.
Weird
All right, this one's not a law. Okay, so John, why did pirates wear earrings?
To have the ears.
They weren't allowed to have ears.
Fast. Was that faster than normal?
Yeah,
No.
because I know why they wore eye patches, but earrings.
Actually, you know what the funny thing is? Same reason.
To denote their kills.
To improve their eyesight. Supposedly it was a superstition that by putting it on your ears, it would improve your eyesight.
What?
Yeah, but that's a
That makes
superstition. The
zero
eye patch
sense.
actually improves your eyesight.
Yeah.
Well,
No,
it doesn't improve your eyesight.
No.
It's
No,
No,
the
it does.
reason
Yes.
why you put the eye patch on so that when you go below decks, you switch it so that you're not blinded by the sun.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Oh,
but just saying
yes.
it makes you see better, not really. There's but
If you if you have bad vision and then you look like through a pinhole,
Yep.
the vision through that pinhole will actually be better.
yeah, but that's not the same as just covering an eye.
Yeah, there was no pinhole in the eye patch.
No, it's not about improving vision. It was just about improving your night vision.
Yeah,
Because it was very bright above the boat and very dark below the boat.
I'm losing.
Well, no,
We all
you
are.
did. You
Everybody
said,
is.
You said something. But
did.
anyway, Kyle, your question is: the City Council of Chico, California, set a $500 fine for exploding what in the city?
Rabbits.
Rabbits.
Yes.
Those four rabbits.
Little furry bastards.
What did they do?
They were cute.
Too adorable.
They were
You
too
don't do
adorable. They had to die.
Don't do that, or we might slightly fine you.
Mildly fine.
No, I was thinking you were actually just going to guess this right.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nuclear bomb.
Why would you have guessed that?
That's
Yeah,
illegal.
that's-
Because it's way too big. But it was
Yes.
a $500 fine
Oh,
Dead.
Oh, $500.
for exploding a nuclear
No,
bomb.
it-
But it was scrapped in 1983 due to international ridicule.
Only California.
wait, did that cover dirty bombs or just actual?
I think it's
Actually,
nuclear bombs. in general.
Yeah, it just sounds funny. Like, whoops, you destroyed everything, Russia. Bad on you.
It's
It's a
Fine,
$500
it's $500.
All right.
It's half their economy right now. I'll take shots at Russia right now.
Michael, I have your question. What is Scotland's national animal?
The Pegasus.
It's the unicorn.
The unicorn.
It actually is
so
close.
I
It was
was
close. I was thinking you were just going to say unicorn or
I
something.
knew it was a mythical horse of some sort.
Yeah, it's not a kelpie either.
No, it's not Kelpie.
That would fit more.
That would fit more, actually.
would, yeah.
And this is a side question, but do you know what a herd of unicorns is called?
A magic?
A blessing. I don't know why there's a name for it, but apparently there is.
People like their unicorns.
So I found a bunch of really stupid trivia. The funny ones are actually the most interesting. But John, I have another one for you.
Oh.
What does it mean if you are gambrinous?
It means make cheese.
Probably at some point.
Gambrinous?
Gambrinous. It means you are full of beer.
Yeah. I mean, beer and
right now?
cheese.
Yeah.
Beer
Gambrinous?
It apparently originates from King Gambrinus, a legendary Flemish king and an unofficial patron saint of beer.
From the Netherlands?
Flemish?
Flemish king.
How would we know any of that?
You're not supposed.
It's not a real country
I'm not
anymore.
making these questions.
All of the Netherlands is just weird. I mean,
Yeah.
you've got like Amsterdam and like Flanders and
Well, do you
What's
think?
wrong with Amsterdam?
I don't think these.
There's nothing wrong with it. It's just that, you know.
No.
Brussels.
I don't pick these questions going, I think they might get this one. I pick it because it's funny and because you won't get it.
Those Flemish.
All right. Well, Kyle, I have your
Some
question.
phlegm.
Okay.
What did J. Edgar Hoover bar people from walking on?
The Hoover Dam.
The giant tourist attraction with a walking path?
Yes.
With a legit road.
Little bastards
top
can't
of it.
walk over my namesake.
No, his shadow.
Oh, well, that's a little weird.
He's dead and underground. He doesn't have a shadow.
Apparently, because I think he was the one that was one of the first people in the FBI to run the FBI.
Yeah.
And one of the things he actually spent real resources on was for research into extending his life. So he was kind of a crazy guy.
He was also a cross.
Really?
Well,
Wait, that was what my great grandparents' tax laws were going for? Was J. Edgar Hoover? No,
whatever they
it's
learned,
a
Disney took
shadow.
advantage of.
Apparently, yeah. Well, they
Wait,
they chopped
Disney's
that.
making a J. Edgar Hoover movie?
Well, I mean, no. I think they're talking about the heads inside the jars and wherever bank vault they have them in. So
Disney Vaults, J. Edgar Hoover.
the J. Edgar Hoover Disney vault.
like Disney logos coming out.
Yeah.
He just gets respawned with like mouse ears.
Oh, that's why the brave little toaster with the vacuum cleaner. It was product placement.
Ooh, future. I don't know about that.
But Michael, I have your last question.
Yeah.
What was Eleanor Roosevelt's maiden name?
Rigby.
It's Roosevelt. It's Roosevelt, Michael.
You both said it after the ding, and so incorrectly. It was just
No, he got it right.
It's Roosevelt.
It's Roosevelt.
He said Rigby.
No,
Michael was wrong.
Michael's definitely wrong. No, it's Eleanor Roosevelt's maiden name was Eleanor Roosevelt. Apparently, they were related distantly.
Yep.
That's sad.
So I picked that
cousins.
question because of where you were raised.
It's one of
So
I mean,
like, where'd you two meet? In family reunion? It's like, that's fantastic.
That's like the third Rock from the Sun episode where they go to the family reunion and like the young one just tries to pick up girls.
yeah. Yes.
We're not really related. Well, then what the fuck are you doing here?
14th cousin on the 7th side.
I've been to family reunions. I don't know who most of the people are at those things.
yeah, I've gotten to that point too now. We don't really have family reunions, but I think it was when my grandmother died. A lot of the family got together, and I probably only recognized like maybe a tenth of the faces.
Yeah.
And they're all like, they just were popping kids out apparently. So nuts.
I only know 2 of my cousin's children.
Okay, for some reason that was
None of
confusing
my
to me.
cousins, actually.
I don't know any of my cousin's kids.
Yeah, but if you went to a family reunion, you'd see them.
But is your family local or a lot closer?
My family is kind of half and half. Like there's Duluth, the Duluth branch, there's the Twin Cities branch, there's the Texas branch, there's the Mexico branch, Florida, Seattle.
Yeah, that's with me. Like most of mine are either far on the other side of Wisconsin or on they're the closest like 2 hours away or something. So it's not something like we're gonna meet up often.
Yeah, they either stayed here or they went as far away from Minnesota as they could.
That's fair. That's fair.
But for the next session here, we have some audience questions. So I asked earlier today for anybody that is a patron or a Twitch subscriber, if they have any questions that we can answer. And I got a bunch here. So the first one actually is from Soul Kitty, who actually had a pretty good question here. If you get a chance or got a chance to direct and rewrite a Disney film, which one would you pick and what would the plot be?
Oh, I would probably say The Fox and the Hound, but instead of like the tragedy that happens, just everybody has a good time.
Just puppies. Good
just foxes and hounds just living out their days till nobody dies.
You're going
forever.
I was expecting so much like weird crap, and you're just like, I want wholesome puppies.
But like, I'm not talking about like just in the interim. I mean, like they don't get to die.
Wait, so
like the fox and the hound are living forever.
They survive to the heat death of the universe, so they're just flying around with no oxygen. There's
constantly
no planet.
suffocating to death.
Well, they can't die.
But
just reaching for each other where they're in the empty void.
But by that time, they've already tied their collars together with some string. So
how long is this movie? So that we're going from
the heat of the universe.
Yeah, there's some skips.
Okay.
Fast forward.
Some time jumps.
So we made fun of Michael for having like a time spree murder of puppies, and then you're like, well, what if they just suffocated to death forever?
one is not a dog.
Yeah, one's a fox. So,
Yeah.
Oh, that's
canine.
Okay, so half
Not
of
a mildly canine.
Mildly canine.
it's like a cheetah is mildly feline.
Yeah.
No, they've got like unretractable claws. They're weird.
It's true. Cheetahs are weird.
Yeah.
They're fast zoomies are faster than any zoomie ever was.
Yeah.
if I had to do one, I want to have like Pinocchio, but I want to have like a Kill Bill sword fight scene.
Wait, Tom Hanks is doing
Pinocchio
Pinocchio.
with Kill Bill aspect?
Yeah, Kill Bill like sword fight, but he was using his nose.
Well, like Pinocchio
Yes.
is Kill Bill.
Yeah.
Tom Hanks is doing a live action Pinocchio where he's Geppetto. What role would he play in your movie?
Well, you just said he played Geppetto.
Yeah,
Does
but would he
Geppetto.
still be Geppetto?
Yeah, he's old.
No,
Yeah.
he would be the pirate from Peter Pan that got injected into the universe.
Oh, it's a Disney crossover universe.
Oh, yeah,
The
it was.
Disney
Hey, they own all the
expanded
IPs.
universe.
Yes, the DCU.
The DCU, the
Disney Cinematic Universe.
The Disney Corporation
They've kind
universe.
of done that, actually.
Yeah.
They put a bunch of the princesses
They
in one
took the
movie.
Mandalorian and then just started to like octopus off every other show.
Because money.
Because money.
But John,
Yes.
what would you do for a movie?
I'd do the original Hans Christian Andersen version of The Little Mermaid, where she has to kill the prince in order to actually get a soul.
Mm-hmm. That'd be metal. I would love that movie.
But then she decides against it and instead just dissolves into sea foam after never actually knowing love because he just hires her on as a mute servant and ignores her. And he gets married and she gets really depressed and
It sounds like a happy film.
Yeah, because she left this wonderful underwater world where she had a talking crab servant. And then, I'm going to follow that guy until he doesn't notice me and I just die after refusing to murder him.
Yep. Well,
Wow.
I mean, it's basically just like,
But Disney made it fun.
Disney always
Disney
made
made
it
it
fun.
fun.
Disney removed the hanging scene from Pinocchio.
Disney also removed a lot of Bambi from Bambi.
Yeah.
Like all of Bambi from Bambi.
All of Bam.
Well, they kept,
Literally all of it.
yeah, but they kept the BAM.
Yes,
They kept the
they
Bam.
kept one Bam.
They kept one Bam. There was a
It was a well done BAM though. That was a
Yeah.
good scene. But
But
Yeah.
now deer are one of the most deadly animals in the U.S.
because they're well trained, they have to fight against.
They're
guns.
well trained.
They're evolving.
It's more like wasting disease, horrifically rampant.
Wasting to disease and car accidents.
Yes.
Well, if they all they need to do is evolve an opposable thumb or a finger, and we're screwed. Then they use guns.
God, can you imagine a deer hoof with one finger on it?
No,
They
now I'm
wave.
just imagining you're going down the highway, you're seeing nothing, it's clear night, and then all of a sudden, deer pops up in front of you, flashes you the finger, and then goes to your windshield. That's the last thing you see, because you're dead.
That's a murder spree.
Yeah,
Deer are jerks.
the deer want you dead.
Yeah, true.
Michael.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm stuck on a few things. Like I could go with the toys all murdering Andy at the end of Toy Story because they want to be free, or like what was like the Hunchback of Notre Dame with it ending properly with
him dying alone and sad.
Well, doesn't he jump off the Notre Dame with Esmeralda and they both commit suicide together?
Yes, they do.
Yeah, that's supposed to be the original ending. So we could fix all these Disney movies.
If I recall correctly, Esmeralda did not want to die.
No. Well,
they murdered the cardinal, so it was basically they were going to be put to death anyways. So
yeah, but she didn't want to die.
Yeah, well
no
after
one
you kill someone,
wants to die except like Hamlet.
Yeah.
But
we could fix the Lion King. So Simba
They're doing
ends up with
a
his mom
prequel.
at the end.
They're doing a live action prequel.
It's supposed to be Hamlet. That's what the Lion King's supposed to be, but they don't.
A
have
Hamlet
that part.
prequel doesn't seem like it would work because it loses a lot of the characters.
All the context.
Yeah. Well,
Literally
no,
all
you'd
of
get to see Horatio, except he wouldn't be a skull anymore. He'd actually be a guy who bears Hamlet on his back
But he's just like
1,000 times.
he's like just horrifically, unapologetically, just an asshole.
Yeah, and then he dies, and
everybody's like
we get
happy.
to see his skull. Yay!
Everybody's like actually happy. Like, wow, God, that guy was a jerk. Thank God he's dead. And then there's Hamlet being an asshole. Like, oh, Horatio.
and Ophelia is mentally stable because her boyfriend doesn't want to kill himself, and it would just be a feel-good movie that would end with ear poison.
Yes, it would basically be like any teen drama we've seen in the last 20 years.
Yeah.
MTV special.
Yeah.
But
got anything else?
yeah, I have no idea where you guys went with that one.
That was the first question.
So I'm going to read Nullen's, but you might need. I think the question is going to be try to interpret Nullen's question. You're on the run and escape down a hall onto the stage of an auditorium packed with businessmen. You only need to kill exactly 15 men, or else the evil Kyle clone will find you. What do you talk about?
Wait,
what do we talk about while we're killing 15 businessmen on a stage while we are on the run from an evil Kyle clone?
Well, yeah, but it says 15 min. I don't know if it's 15 minimum.
What was it, 15 minutes?
Oh,
you have to kill 15 minutes.
Okay.
Oh, you have to kill 15 minutes. Oh,
okay, so it's not 15
Not
of
15,
the business.
not
I thought it was
15
murder.
Okay. What are you talking about?
Thank you. Okay, so
Or how do you
You're just up
murder?
there slitting throats, just like, please don't invite
no,
me.
you only have to wait.
you just gotta lock the door and start reading your My Little Pony fan fiction, and they'll start killing themselves.
Yeah, that one. I was confused by that one, but that makes sense. So you have 15 minutes to kill, or the evil Kyle clone will find you.
Okay, with businessmen.
Why
businessmen.
businessmen?
Because that would be hard to try to burn 15
They've got
minutes. Oh,
briefcases.
actually, no, that's easy. Just say, what do you do for a living? And you're done.
Yeah.
Just start offing themselves?
Because if they're sitting there if they're businessmen, they probably are very
Self-important.
self-important.
I heard you just got back from a vacation. Where'd you go?
Yeah. Or did you land that big account?
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, that you got to say that, and then they will just go. And then when that other one next to them hears them, it's just dominoes. Trying to burn 15 minutes.
Just one-upsmanship.
36 hours. There's a water break. There is no pee breaks. It's just them talking.
Evil Kyle clone pops up and dies of boredom.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would. I mean, the other me would.
Mm-hmm. So yes, I think what we talk about very little because they will do it for us.
Yeah, we
Unleash
say
the
Yeah.
You have to unleash
That's
the
pretty
llama.
neat. It's basically a Twitch streamer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Why,
pretty neat.
why are you looking at me?
Yeah.
No, I didn't mean you.
Ah.
I meant other Twitch streamers.
Yes.
I meant reactionist.
So, where did you just go on your vacation? You land that
Texas.
big account? Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
And we're leaving again in a week. So
Oh.
Yeah.
well, actually, when this comes out, it'd be after I get back from California. But see, that's what you meant.
Oh.
Wowzer.
God damn it, they're proving me right. What do we got here? So Buzz Filmypone asks, if you could visit anywhere in the world, where would you go and why?
Let's see.
Because if I could go anywhere, there's definitely some.
I assume it's one time, though. You can only go once.
If I could pop up there without any risk of anything and then pop out, I would probably pick a place that would be normally very dangerous to go or just risky, like certain like provinces in China. China has some gorgeous areas there, but I don't know about flying in there and being there for a while. Or
Monkey hot springs.
what?
You know those hot springs where like the snow monkeys are just chilling in the and there's like snow falling around and they're just kind of sitting in the hot spring
with the big baboons and stuff. Yeah,
I want to see one of those.
You want to go sit in the hot springs?
They will try to kill you.
Yeah, but I'd pop back out really quickly. So we've already established before the monkeys kill me, I'm gonna pop back out.
That's the one thing I love from National Geographic. They're like, they have all these beautiful shots of these like baboons. I think they're called red-faced baboons or something like that.
Yeah, or red butts or
whatever. They have red butts. But they're snow monkeys, but they live in these hot springs and they're taking like really fantastic footage of them. And then I don't remember which National Geographic thing it was, but they basically pulled out the camera and these guys were like almost a mile away. Like, we don't want to hear these guys. They'll screw us up if we're nearby.
These little bastards will eat faces left and right. You can't even get them to smell you.
Yeah. Nature hits the anti-zoom button on the camera and just starts slowly tracking out. So, yeah, I wouldn't want to go there. I'd definitely go somewhere more, like, appropriate, like Serbia. Like, the most backwater Serbian village. No, that's not... that's not glowing a little bit. I don't want to go to Chernobyl. That's
you can go there and visit. Well, maybe not right now, but you can go there and visit.
Yeah, you can legitimately go find a tour guide to go take you through Chernobyl.
You'd pop in there right on top of the elephant's foot.
It'd be bad.
Find the tour guide now, they'd be like in a bunker.
Yeah. Well, it would be pop and then pop.
I would just go to the most pleasant Serbian village imaginable.
I get some
free. I get some food for free food. They'd be like, "What the hell are you doing here? Where do you come from?
Why are you in my house?"
No, so I'm popping in and then right back out.
No, you can pop out whenever you want.
Yeah,
I want to
got an escape button.
I want to pop in to like a remote mountain in Antarctica, just so that I can pee my name into the mountaintop.
I thought your thing was pooping on every continent.
Well, I could do that, but see, if I pee my name into the mountaintop and it doesn't snow up there very often, you can have archaeologists, but adventurers being like, this peak, so remote, so cold, we finally, what is that? I'm just going to see my name written in pee at the top of the
crowd. Put a flag or something more permanent. Derpy flag.
A derpy flag? I can put that next to my name.
Wait, you putting derpy next to piss?
It's like very special piss. It's my piss.
What?
That makes it worse.
No, we're something better than
next
that.
question.
Yeah, next question.
All right, yes, Michael is doing that a lot today. So, Sir Edward has the question: for no reason in particular, how would you smuggle a Canadian goose past airport security? I didn't read that until I read it.
A Canadian goose?
Bastards don't deserve to get into our country.
Yeah, they should be back in their own country anyway.
But how would you get it past
in
airport?
chunks?
I would.
Wow.
I mean, I have a friend who's a coworker at work, and he just went on a goose hunt, and they were taking out those foreign geese with like shotguns. Constantly.
What if they were born
35
in the US?
of them. Huh?
What if they were born in the U.S., these Canadian geese?
I think
they've got dual citizenship.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
I would probably just get him sunglasses and a trench coat.
A goose in a trench coat?
I feel like if you're trying to take him through the FAA?
Yes.
Well,
yes. You just be like, this is my goose. You have it under one arm.
It's my emotional support animal.
Yeah. You give it a little vest, but with like little flashy signs on the side.
A little goose with a little collar, and you got he's like honk honk, and you pull on it and you go the other way.
He's very disagreeable.
Disagreeable?
Yeah. Because he's a Canadian goose.
You know what? At the airports, they have those little dog stations where you can bring your dog to use the restroom.
Yeah.
I just want to see one of those where somebody just walks in with a duck and you're like, "What's okay?"
See, I would take a duck any day.
Well, that's just it. That's how I would get him in. I'd cross out of Canada over the Minnesota border.
From where?
From
Canada?
Canada.
Canada.
I would just bring him in and be like, "Is that a goose? A Canadian goose?" And I'd be like, "No, it's a gray duck." And since
it's a gray duck.
Since Minnesotans can't tell the difference between a goose and the supposed gray duck,
I'm gonna mute you.
they would be like, "Come on in," and you muted me.
There are a bunch of ducks. There's a wood duck, an eider duck, mallards.
We have plenty of ducks.
Apparently
We don't need
this-
no gray ducks.
Weird looking gray duck.
Tisk.
Tisk.
The goose found you, Kyle.
Yeah, he's calling.
It's a private.
That's a goose call. Honk.
Okay, so we do have one more question. If you just turned into a cat, just at random, what is the first thing that you would do?
Where am I?
Scream, and as a cat.
Just meow.
Oh, you know what? If I turned into a cat and somebody was with me that didn't, we would be.
That didn't turn into a cat.
We would
What
be.
the hell?
You could be super rich.
How, what?
Because
true.
you just
no, it's true.
because you
would
can do
tricks.
like you can do like unnatural tricks on like TikTok, get super famous.
Oh, yes.
And then like Grumpy Cat.
I'm just imagining how many ways this could go wrong. Like, you turned into a 30-year-old cat.
Oh, that's you turned into a dead cat.
Wow, that would be a power move by whatever did that, because you would basically exist and then shrivel up into a mummy.
The heart
That would be
even
awful.
The heart wouldn't even beat. You just like, it would be like you transform from human to rigor mortis.
Yes.
Oh, that's sad.
That'd be awful.
If you were a living cat.
Yeah.
It would be internet videos. Just make internet
Yeah,
videos.
you could make a ton of money on internet videos because all the ones that are the best are the ones that are cats doing something that seems human-like.
How would you open your phone? You don't have fingerprints.
No, that's why you have somebody that didn't turn into a cat.
Yeah.
And then you
You
like
have to
plan
find
it.
somebody. Like Garfield. You would just be Garfield in real life.
Wait, then I'd end up being John, which is pretty much
No.
already my situation.
No, you are
Garfield's
Wait,
the-
if he was Garfield, you would be John.
No, I don't want
Yeah.
this.
I don't want this.
Wait, you don't want...
No,
I
I don't
think
want
either
this.
of us would be.
No, because he'd
He's
forget
the-
to feed me for like weeks.
Well, I mean, John Arbuckle was a cartoonist, and he's kind of a cartoonist.
He
so
makes animated cartoon
Yeah.
ponies.
Maybe.
Will you make me lasagna?
So you're
Maybe
John
not
No,
really,
you're John
no.
Arbuckle.
I'm John Arbuckle.
Yes, you're John Arbuckle.
Okay.
So when you bring up that someone with you wouldn't turn into a cat, that someone is going to be Michael.
Yeah, I don't want lasagna. That
Yeah,
was-
he's not good with things.
I
Why do you not
When's
want
the last time you
lasagna?
made lasagna?
Yeah, it was about a month ago. Maybe
Did you
a
make
little more.
lasagna or did you just throw the frozen item in the freezer?
You know the question.
You are baking Stouffer's.
Yeah,
That's
it
making
was
lasagna.
Stouffer's. You made lasagna. You didn't create lasagna.
I make food. Michael
Heats.
heats food.
No,
You don't heat food?
I make food.
How?
Okay.
I cook it.
Okay.
That's heating it.
So
Yeah.
when you make ribs, you take the ribs
Yeah,
and then you put them in the oven.
I season them.
Okay. But that's not really much different than a Stouffer's.
Wow.
Is it? 'Cause a
No,
Stouffer's-
he is seasoning. them.
You
don't
Stouffer's
season-
is- you take
season
it out.
You don't season
Yeah, but
Stouffer's.
Stouffer's, you have to make the little slits in the thing, and you have to maybe open it up a little bit. And it's the same amount of
It's
effort.
a lot of work.
Delivered?
Delivered. I make collard greens good.
No, they're
That one-
collard
No,
greens. You
collard
can't
greens
make
are
them
not.
good.
Collard greens. are
Yeah,
not
he
food.
makes them good by shoving a bunch of bacon.
He
That's
makes
how you make them good.
he makes bacon.
It's before when he's like,
Michael-
I like carrots, and his carrots are mint and a bunch of sugar.
Yep.
Yeah, I took the sugar out. You wouldn't let me do no more.
I know, but still, it's just like when your idea of vegetables are, I'm just gonna add a bunch of sugar. It's like, well, if you have the question of is this a vegetable or candy?
Yeah, just a cup full
I
of
just-
sugar makes the mint go down.
I love,
Yeah,
it's like saying that you have a lot of protein in your diet because you eat a lot of nuts, but all you eat is like almond Hershey bars.
If I did that, that'd be a problem. Yes.
candy. So cats.
Okay,
Be them.
Okay,
no, I said my
Yes.
piece. I'm gonna be rich.
Kyle.
Oh, I would. I mean, it'd probably just be kind of an asshole, and I'd knock everything off the shelf.
So you just be a cat.
Yeah.
But
Just
those
get
are
the
your
cat
shelves.
I mean, I have the
not
license to
anymore.
do it at that point. It's not my problem.
Wait,
Oh.
with you, the person taking care of you would be Warhorse.
Dude, you know what'd be hilarious though is if he didn't know that and you just ran around and just started like knocking things down, and then he's in a panic thinking that you're gonna freak out when you get home that there's a cat in your house. That would be kind of funny.
That would be neat.
That would be kind of funny.
But I would also be very unhappy because I'd have
It's
to
for the
still clean-
cause.
No, I'd still have to clean it up.
Yeah, you would.
Yeah.
But it'd be funny.
I'd starve to death
Yeah, because
You would starve to death.
on your own.
because I lived alone, and no
God.
one checks up on me. So I would die. And
You'd have to crack through a window as a cat.
No,
How
you
would
just-
you get through a window as a cat?
I wouldn't. I'd die.
So you can find a way, to break
find
it
a way.
or something. You put on a hat, you sit at the door, and you just scream for a while. Eventually, somebody's going to go over and go, is that cat in a hat screaming?
Yeah,
It's like a cat in a hat screaming.
I'd have to get to one of my many hats. But
You
once
can get to one. You're a cat.
Yeah, once I did that, I just go on the other side of the curtain, and that's kind of a major thoroughfare. And eventually, someone would save me.
And
Is
you
that
could write.
Jim Carrey in the window of that man's apartment?
You could write something. I mean, you're still a human, so I think you have bad close vision, but you should be able to write something on a piece of paper.
Yes.
Bring it there and leave it.
Maybe.
Just hold it to the window and then just mouth words.
I'm starving. Please help.
I feel like one of us
Open
would
door.
just show up to his place and be like checking on him. It's like, John, we haven't heard from you in a while. There'd just be a cat. And it would just be a cat with his mustache.
Oh my God, John turned into a cat.
There'd be no question. It's like, John, why are you a cat?
Or maybe he shaved it off and put it on a cat. We're like,
No, literally no hesitation.
No.
If I walked into a warehouse in the middle of Tennessee and I saw a cat with John's mustache, I'd be like, John, what the fuck are you doing here? Why are you a cat?
I like
I'm here for the whiskey.
I like when
Yeah.
when we're thinking about the real things that could happen and we have the options are John turned into a cat or John shaved his mustache. We're all like, John turned into a cat.
There's no way.
There's no way. One of those is impossible. And it's John turning into a cat. He's definitely a cat.
He's a cat now.
Anyway, so that was all the audience questions I had. So that was basically all the stuff we had. But we did bring some some fancy drinks, not as fancy we have done before. John,
The end of the whiz.
yeah, you the whiz. But John, you brought a fancier drink, a boil or something.
Boilermaker.
Okay.
It's a shot of whiskey and alcohol or in beer.
And is there a special selection of that, or is it just drop whiskey and beer?
Yep.
It doesn't have to be whiskey. Gets a shot of vodka into a sour beer or a shot of rum into a porter. Here's a shot.
Put it in there.
Yeah,
I'm going to put it in beer.
it's what alcoholics drink.
That's a Boilermaker.
But unless because Irish car bomb is basically that.
That is a Boilermaker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's just a special
Yeah.
version.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Got Bailey's in it.
Yeah, a death charge is a type of Boilermaker.
Oh, okay. Cool. I never heard it called that before. So,
Yep.
All right. Okay. What did you bring?
Nothing.
No. Well, you brought some other stuff. You brought a coffee ale. Downstairs.
The
We had
coffee
it before.
cream ale from, what was
I
it?
can't remember either.
I don't remember either.
It was good though. I thought.
Yeah, it was pretty decent. It was sad that I can't shout them out. But yeah, no, I had, and then just Sociables, I guess. I had some of the Michael stuff, though.
Yes, we'll get to that in a sec. All I did was steal other people's booze. I made dinner, so I guess I took booze.
You made curry, which was really, really good.
But other than that, yeah, I have stuff in the fridge, just didn't get to it. So, no, you brought out a cider.
I brought a spaceship box. It's a blueberry cider. I thought it was cool because it has a spaceship on it.
It's
Yeah,
red. It's red like a spaceship.
Look,
Why you call it a box?
says Logan, time to warp this space harvest back to base.
The bottle.
It sounds like we're doing a 1940s radio show.
It says
Flash Gordon
on the bottom.
Space Ghost.
I thought it was
From coast to coast.
a very
Space
pretty bottle.
bottle with
Yeah,
blueberry cider.
It's a funny looking bottle, but it was actually pretty good. It was kind of a thick, it was heavy.
It was very heavy.
Heavy, thick, sweet.
It,
It's good.
it reminded me of my uncle's blackberry liqueur that we had that one time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That was pretty good. So, other than that, that is everything we have today. We'll be back, whenever, I guess, in 2 weeks to do this again. Otherwise, Michael, we need your word.
Ghostbusters is a kaiju movie.